Hello friends and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, it's New Year's Day today. That's traditionally the time when I take down Christmas. It's actually late in the afternoon. I finished the live stream today about 1 o'clock and I spent the last 3 or 4 hours taking down the Christmas lights in the front yard because that's really the most important part of it. And I wanted to get that done today because we're supposed to get some rain tomorrow. So it made sense to get everything down and put away. So Christmas is taken care of outside. Now we need to do the same thing inside. Now the big part of this is, as you recall when I put all this stuff up, I have all these kind of collectible Star Trek ornaments, and most of them are collector's items and have never been out of the box. This is the first time most of them have ever been out of the box. And I've still got the box and the packing material, and I want to make sure I get these things put away and kept safe just so I can maintain their value. So first thing I'm going to do is carefully take each one of these things down, put it over there on the train table, and wrap them back up in the boxes. Alright, so I got all the Star Trek and Star Wars ornaments off the tree, I think. I've kind of looked at the whole tree. I don't see any more over there. There's other stuff that needs to come down, but we're going to do that secondary. I want to get this stuff back in the boxes first. And like I said, I think I got it all down. We've got all the boxes out, so what I'm going to try and do is pack everything back in the boxes and make sure I got everything. Otherwise, we'll have to go back and look again. All right, a little bit of time has passed. I got most of them boxed up, but obviously I missed one because I got a box that doesn't have an ornament. We're missing an old class D5 battle cruiser from the Klingon Empire. So we got to look at the tree and find this thing here. It's probably in here. It's probably, because it's sort of a gray ship, it might just be kind of blending in here. So we got to look around. Oh, there it is. Yeah. That's the problem. Must have had the cloaking device engaged. All right, let's get this boxed up. All right, that takes care of all the collectibles. Let's start taking the rest of the ornaments off. All right, I got all the rest of the ornaments out of the tree, and we're looking to wrap these up. A lot of these have boxes. A few of them were just kind of wrapped in paper towels. So we're going to do our best to keep these safe for next year. All right, I got all the Christmas tree ornaments packed up and ready to be put away for the year. Next thing to do is to pull the lights off the tree. Alright, the lights are off the tree and I've begun disassembling the tree itself. As you recall, the tree breaks into 3 parts. The top part, the middle part, and the bottom part. Now I want to try and do something and pack it up a little bit better this time. It's been, I don't know, 10 or 12 years since I was given this tree, and it's been sitting in my garage for that time. And when I pulled it out, this thing was in pretty bad shape. It needed to be flipped up a lot, which of course, that happens whenever you put an artificial tree away. But it was also just dirty. In part because it was in a box for 10 years, in part because it was stored in a garage where I did a lot of woodwork, and so there was all sorts of sawdust on it. What I want to try and do is get this thing packed up in such a way that we can keep it clean, and it'll be a little less difficult to get it running, get it up and running next year. So I think what I want to do is put the individual segments in trash bags, so I can kind of wrap it up, keep it protected, and keep it clean. Alright, I got the tree packed up into plastic bags. These are just yard rubbish bags, so they're extra thick and they'll protect the tree inside. It'll kind of keep it clean, and hopefully it'll be a lot easier and a lot less of a hassle to set it up next year than it was this year, because I spent a whole bunch of time cleaning the tree off and then a whole bunch more time fluffing up the branches that have been sitting in the box for so long. So next step now is to move these back out to the box, get them packed away, maybe move some of these boxes out too, and get them out into the garage and start to reconvert this back into a living place again. Alright, Christmas tree is put away. I also put the pine cone Christmas tree in here, so that seemed to be a good place to start before. Let's close this thing up and pack it up for the summer, or for the winter. Got a couple latches here, a couple carabiners to keep everything nice and closed. And Christmas is over. Well, maybe not entirely. I still got this thing up, and the truth is we're going to probably leave this thing assembled for a little while longer. I may remove the felt and even put the buildings and trees away, but I want to work on this track thing a little bit. You may recall a couple days ago when I put the track together that one of the things I was trying to do is figure out how I could electronically switch the switch tracks. And I said at the time I was going to send an email off to the company, Bachman Trains, and ask them how they recommended I do that. It actually took them a couple days to get back to me, but they did get back to me, and they gave me a part number for a power supply that's designed specifically for this thing. In fact, it says I can power up to 6 devices on it. Well, I only have 2 switch tracks, so that's going to be perfect, and it allows me to grow a little bit more. And so I ordered that power supply. It was about $60, and it's supposed to be here in a couple days. So we're going to definitely leave this together. I'm halfway thinking right now, this was kind of just something I kind of made up as I went along, just a quick thing. And I'm halfway thinking that if I remove the felt and just have it on the wood underneath, I'm going to probably want the wood to look a little nicer. It looks all right. But what I think I'd like to do is maybe stain and lacquer coat that so that it kind of matches the back half of the thing when I don't have the felt on it. Because like I said, I'm going to have some fun with this train, and I want to get it kind of built up and get it doing the kinds of things that I'd like it to do, the things that I think it's capable of doing. So that's going to probably be an upcoming project in the next couple days. So I think that wraps up our project for today. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night. So it's been a little bit warmer lately, and that's been a good thing. That means Flash is back out in the backyard again. Now, one of the problems I've always had with her and this box is that when she's in here and it's daylight, even if it's cold outside, she'll tend to come out, and she'll just come out of the box, and then she'll go bury herself in the leaves. And I think she kind of likes the leaves to hide in. So I kind of made the decision I was going to put some leaves in here and let her hide herself under that. And she actually seems to be doing pretty well with that. She's under here right now. There she is. She can still work her way out if she wants, but I think she likes kind of being buried a little bit in the leaves, because as fall has fallen this year, that seems to be the place that she seems to go. She likes to go over here and bury herself in the leaves here, or sometimes over in the other end of the yard, under the leaves there. So like I said, this seems to be keeping her in this box a little bit, and I like having her in this box because it's safer for her. I know where to find her. If there is a problem, I can go get her really quickly. And so the fact that I can make her stay in here a little bit more is a good thing. So this is going to be kind of Flash's little place now. We may remove some leaves at some point, but for the most part, I think this is where she's going to be.